everyone, it's Anna here, and you must be thinking, why the hell am I in a bathtub? Well, I'm about to do something completely out of my comfort zone and dye my hair brown. For the first time in my life. So yes, it's scary, and who knows, it might turn to a total disaster, but hey, let's just do it. Because let's be real, who can afford to hit the salon every month for this? With my hair length, that would probably eat up a quarter of minimum wage in Poland. So stick with me to see if this turns out to be the best decision ever, or if I'll be crying in my bathtub later. I've got everything set up, my bowl, my wooden spoon and my hairpin. And I also have my hair dye. This is my favorite hair dye that I've been using for around, I don't know, maybe like 6 years or more. Till now I always used 777, but for today's experience we have 57. I wanted to see if there's any color name, but I don't know any of the languages here, so it's like Hellbraun Hupfer, Chaton Clair Couve, that's probably French, Castano Chiaro Rame, or Licht Brun Copper. Brun means brown probably, and copper maybe copper, so it will be like copper brown? We will see! We will see! This will be a disaster, right? And also we have our activator lotion, 4%, volume 30. But let's start with sitting differently because my legs are getting really numb right now. Oh. Now we're going to make a soup. A soup. I chose brown because I think that it would contrast with my light skin very nicely. And I also photoshopped some of my pictures with brown hair and it looked really cute. Yeah. So now I'm going to be both dirty and wet. But I didn't want my nails to be brown as well. Oh no. It got a little brown. I even had this prepared for today. And what? I forgot completely. There's possibility that I might end up looking like a dead body in a sewer. But fingers crossed it doesn't happen. And also, a little warning. I'm not the neatest when it comes to dyeing my hair. I usually sit in this bathtub for like an hour and a half, and just slap it on with my hands like a barbarian. And by the end, my bathtub looks like a crime scene. So brace yourselves, it will get messy, but I'll try my best not to scare you. Now I have my activator, so let's mix it in 1:1 ratio. I always measure it that way because 1:1, how hard can it be? 1:1. So there was one of this. Now it gets here and 2 more times. Next step, we mix it. We mix our little soup. A lot of mixing. It's starting to look like a chocolate. I want to eat it so bad. Thankfully, it doesn't smell like chocolate. Temptation might be too great. It really looks like dark chocolate. So now let's get to the fun part and apply it to my hair. I just realized I completely forgot about Vaseline. So there's nothing to protect my face and my body from the dye. Okay. I really do it barbarian style. I just take it in my hand and put it on my head. That's how I've done it for the past 6 years or even more. I don't exactly remember when I started to dye my hair. I also forgot about my hairpins. This doesn't look brown at all. I'm here panicking about changing my whole identity, and what? For nothing? I will still be a redhead? The roots are done. This is the first time my face isn't completely covered in the hair dye. That's the sign that I really tried my best not to scare you. And now we wait for a few minutes and continue with the rest of the hair. Nostalgic about hair? I don't know. But what I do know, normally in this bathtub there's water, and now there wasn't any water because I'm clothed. And I had my gloves, so my nails look basically the same as they were before, but I didn't have gloves on my feet because who wears gloves on their feet? So now I have stained toenails. My legs, crazy. And I also thought that I didn't stain my face so much while I was doing it, but now I see that, well, let's meet in a few moments. It will be ready. I just ended up with a darker shade of red. Here you can see the swatch on this hair dye. And this is what I ended up with. This is still probably the darkest hair color I've ever had, and there was many. I still think it looks really nice and the color contrasts very nicely with my skin tone, but all the stress and all the panicking was just unnecessary. I'm still a redhead. But tell me, what do you think? Which one is better? The old one or this one? Next time I need to buy a hair dye that's a shade darker and shade colder. Can you say that about hair dye? A shade colder? And we will go like one step at a time. One shade darker, one shade colder, and maybe finally we will get to the brunette. I think that's a pretty good plan for the next few months. But right now, I'd love to hear from you guys. How many hair colors did you have? What was your most drastic change? Let's share our experiences down below. Thank you all for being here with me for this emotional roller coaster. That's a roller coaster of words. If you found this inspiring or entertaining, please give this video a thumbs up because this is a new channel and I just really need some thumbs up, and subscribe, and hopefully see you next time. Bye. Bye.